In this video, I'm going to go over what are the limiting beliefs that lock access to your highest self. So, what are limiting beliefs? Well, let's go the beliefs, right? The beliefs is in essence your software. What you think you can and cannot do. It's almost like a governor on a car. Most cars can go as fast as you can press the pedal. In different countries, depending on the country that you're in, there's governors that allow you to go a certain limit on the car. Limiting beliefs are exactly the same thing. They are governors that stop you from going higher than your society, your family, your peers have programmed you to go. These limiting beliefs are that mold or allow you to use different abilities. They allow you to have a certain type of worthlessness or worthiness. These beliefs allow you to surpass others in your community, or stay with your community, or be below your community. When we're talking about limiting beliefs, it is extremely essential to be aware of what these limiting beliefs are. You need to know what software you're running on so that you can surpass that software or have an update on that software. So how do we find out what are these limiting beliefs that lock access to our highest self? Well, we have to take time to be with ourselves. We have to take a moment to reflect on what are the things that, the patterns that keep on running in our lives. For example, if you have a pattern of being in toxic relationships, or if you have a pattern of always being in a state of poverty, or if you have a pattern self-sabotaging yourself when things are good. These patterns give you an insight on what your limiting beliefs are. So first, you have to take some time to reflect and find out what is it in your life that you do not like. And you reverse engineer this. Let me give you an example. If I am always in relationships where they're toxic, what is my limiting belief there? So these kind of relationships are so toxic that I allow these individuals to mistreat me in a physical, emotional, and even financial way. So my limiting beliefs is that I am not worthy of love, or I am not worthy of kindness from others, or I am not worthy of being looked after, or having people have the best interests at heart for me. Limiting beliefs, like I said, come in layers. Like when I gave the example of relationship, these limiting beliefs set up your world. They set up how you are going to live your life. You create your life. You create the world that you live in. So if you are always living in poverty, then the limiting belief that you have is that I am not capable of generating, or I am not good enough to generate the income that I desire. I am not worthy enough to receive the abundance that I desire. These limiting beliefs also shape our values. They shape how we perceive the world. They shape how the world perceives us. Understanding these beliefs will also help you unlock your highest self. So once you have set some time to reflect on what are the things that you don't like about your life, and then reverse engineering. Okay, I do not like the fact that I don't have a healthy relationship. So where does that stem from? So if I did have a healthy relationship, what would I expect from myself? I would expect myself to have people around me that love and respect and appreciate and honor me. So if these people are not around me, therefore I do not love, respect, and honor myself. Once you have all of these limiting beliefs in, let's say, a little bucket of little limiting beliefs that don't allow you to reach the highest self, your highest potential self, that once you have collected all your limiting beliefs, that is the beginning of you changing your reality and changing how you live your life through your highest potential. When you know all of your limiting beliefs, now this is probably the hardest part, is the willingness to become someone different. And some people say, well, I can only be myself. But in reality, you being yourself is who you want to be. So, for example, if I hang around people that are always drunk, always partying, always spending their money, always, let's say, stealing, lying, and you say, well, that's who I am. In reality, that's who you have been influenced to be. Who you are is who you program yourself to be. The good news about all of this is that you hold the key to opening the door to your highest potential self. And it starts with your self-awareness by by understanding who you are, what you don't like, who you want to become. And it starts with self-awareness and a willingness to challenge and reframe your limiting belief and replace them with beliefs that are more empowering and more affirming to the type of being that you want to be, is the highest potential self. Remember, my beautiful souls, you have the power to transcend and transform your life. You are the one that holds the key to the door to that better life that you desire. So there has to be a decision made that you no longer blame things on others for how your life has evolved. Now it's time for you to take responsibility of your own life. So that's one of the limiting beliefs that stop you from reaching your highest self, is blaming others for how your life has evolved. You have to embrace the journey. The journey is your, and I want to say burden, to take, and only yours, because this is your life. No one else is living it but you. Now, I know you were thinking about, she didn't tell me what was the limiting belief that denies me access to my highest self. And that's because you're different from me. You're different from the person next to you. Whatever challenges you are going through are different from the challenges that your neighbor's going through. So that is the reason why you have to sit down on your own and reflect the things that you don't like about your life and the things that you would prefer to have. You may be challenged with the financial aspect of your life. So that means that your limiting beliefs are that you do not deserve abundance, that you do not deserve a good life, while your neighbor might be challenged with relationship issues where the people that they bring into their lives mistreat them. So therefore, their limiting beliefs is that I do not deserve to be loved and cherished and honored. So your homework today is to reflect on what is it that you don't want in your life and reverse engineer it to know that the things that are plaguing us in our lives are the beliefs that we have about ourselves. And if your relationships are not good, that means that you have a belief that love is not for you. If your financial stability is not good, that means that you don't believe that you deserve a life of abundance and financial stability. So the limiting beliefs that are stopping you from accessing your highest self is the ones that you will discover within you. I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.